Thank you, Daniel, for the introduction, and thank you to the team at Barclays and the Unreasonable Group for supporting courageous entrepreneurs on the front lines, solving the challenges related to COVID-19. It's incredible to see that Barclays has now donated a total of $2 million to founders who are tackling some of our greatest challenges. COVID is really an unprecedented time. I personally didn't think I would live through a time like this. It's something that our great-great-great-grandmother, grandfather went through with the Spanish flu or a typhoid epidemic. We just never thought we would see this in today's technology and medicine. But I see it as a time of opportunity. And I really believe in entrepreneurs like Dr. Lisa Dyson who are not deterred by what others think is impossible. I do not like that word. And I'm honored to be one of her advisors. And you'll be hearing from Dr. Lisa Dyson and her company, Air Protein, a little bit later. My advice for entrepreneurs today: find your true calling, find your passion. Being an entrepreneur in the pandemic era requires even more work than before due to fluctuating conditions of the economy and the uncertainty of the world. And reinvention at a moment's notice is the norm. And it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of sleepless nights. So you have to love it, or it's just not worth it. And a life well lived, in my opinion, should be joyful, and that means joyful work, even while up against incredible, not impossible, odds. I honestly haven't won every match, but I have enjoyed the battle. And when I look back at those moments in my life, I smile at the memories that I made. I don't want to look back and think how miserable I was. So smile when you're winning, smile when you're losing. Hang on to your joy. That's number one. Number two, be irresistible. Doing business in a pandemic requires your service or your product to be needed, not wanted. And that's where you got to get creative. So that's being an entrepreneur, right? Being creative. Keep dreaming until you find your sweet spot, and don't stop dreaming until you do. Don't be afraid to change or pivot. One of my favorite people in the world, Billie Jean King, I'm sure you guys know her. Her favorite saying, champions adjust. Number three, change the world. What is our impact if we haven't made lives better? And I'm not just talking about creating an amazing product or service. What is your contribution to the world? What are you giving back? Does what you make a difference in someone's life? Use your work and your life to give. It's the greatest accomplishment, and it brings joy, and that's the best thing you can accomplish, right? Rule number one. Today's event isn't a spectator sport. Rather, each and every one of us watching the event has an opportunity to reach out and help these entrepreneurs as they look to solve the global problems related to the pandemic. Why? If we don't do it, who will? And in closing, I really want to thank Barclays and the Unreasonable once more for all the work they're doing to support impactful entrepreneurs around the world. I want to thank you all for tuning in to play your part in helping to scale the efforts of the 14 innovative solutions you're about to hear from. And most of all, I want to thank the entrepreneurs who are dedicating their life's work to solving some of the most pressing global problems of our time.